Hey chicks, let's chat. So listen, let me encourage y'all to make sure that we clapping loud for people. You know what I'm saying? And I mean genuinely clapping loud for the people, especially the people in our circle. But a person doesn't have to be in your circle just for you to clap loud for them and to be happy for whatever emotion it is that they have, right? I think it does something not only for the person that you're clapping for, but it does something for you, right? It puts some good energy out there on your behalf, and we all need that, you know. But one thing that, you know, I see far too often is that the people in your circle, or sometimes the people closest to you, even when they clap, it's like it's sometimes it's a silent clap, you know, and you like, that was a little bit dry, but thank you. You know what I'm saying? And it really is not a situation where all the time is that person is jealous, or, you know, they're a low-key hater. You know, it's not all the time that that's the situation. Some of the times the real issue is that they don't have any emotion, and they're sitting on the sideline watching you achieve and create and, you know, come up with this, that, or the third, and they may be struggling in their heart and in their way, you know, trying to figure out something else that they can do to get some motion, and, you know, they keep coming up dry. And just as they coming up dry, here you come with something, or here you come with yet another something, you know. And even some people will use the excuse of, oh, they always doing something, oh, they always. That's not a reason to not clap for them. That's not a reason to not support them. That's not a reason, you know. And truth be told, we just have to get out of our own feelings and emotions sometimes and allow ourselves, even if you have to force yourself to be happy for somebody else. And it's unfortunate if you have to force yourself to be happy for someone else, but just depending on what all you got going on at the time, you know, you may be in a bad space, you know, and you ain't happy for nobody right now, you know, you just is making it, and all that is understandable, right? So it's during those times that you have to force yourself to be happy and to support and to show love and acknowledge that, hey, I see you, you know. And a lot of times I say, like, people say that when they doing things, for instance, like on Facebook, they say that, like, Facebook, most of the people on there for them, a lot of times, at least when you starting out, it's the people who know you, the closest people around you. And yet you see different creators, different people with, you know, businesses over and over. They say that's what a lot of times they get their least support, and, you know, they feel like they get their least support from the people that know them, you know. And I was explaining to my brother, because he cooks, and he kind of feels the same way. Like, you feel like, you know, you got thousands of friends, you know, so your business should be booming a little better. Yeah, you would think that, if that's how life works, if that's how this social media stuff works. But it ain't. A lot of times, the people closest to you, like I explained to him, it's not that the people, it's not that some of the people closest to you not supporting you, is that you've been doing whatever it is that you've been doing for so long, they're just used to it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing is not new to them, because they've been knew you could do it. They've been tried your food. They've been purchased your outfits. They've been letting you do their hair. They've been letting, you know. So it's not that it's just a blatant overlook on your behalf. hey, we already know this about this person, so it's not exciting for us anymore, right? So maybe we don't like the picture, maybe we don't share the thing, because we've seen it, we've been a part of it over and over again before now. And that's why I say it's certain times when you have to force yourself to do it, because it may be regular for you, but you sharing their item, or you showing support, or you coming and buying whatever it is they selling, it does something for them. Yeah, you been knew about it. Yeah, maybe you've done it 100 times. You know, maybe you let this girl do your hair 100 times, and you like, well, I'm paying her. You know, I ain't gotta share her work too. You know, and I understand you don't have to do anything, right? But in the situation where, hey, you already on social media, you already see the post, what do it hurt you to support it? Even if it is just a like, even if it is just a, you know, or whatever it is. And I just think that the nature of people sometimes gets in the way of us clapping loud. And I think we all have to remember that it's going to be something in our life that we want people to clap for. You know, you may be on your 100th grandbaby, but that just might be your favorite grandbaby out of all the other ones you know posted. And guess what? You want some acknowledgement for that. You don't mind people saying, oh, they're so cute, or oh, they look just like you. You know, sometimes we just have to be a little more intentional about being happy for somebody else, about supporting somebody else. It don't take nothing from you. And if you really the type that, you know, your face so firm and you can't smile or you can't salute nobody else, then what is it that you on, you know, what you on social media for, or what you just, you know, why even show up in certain spaces? Unless you just the kind that you just being nosy. You know, because your heart and your mind don't really let you do anything for anybody. And it, like, this whole topic really, you know, I thought about it because I was thinking about me and my best friend. You know, and I tend to have a couple of, like, girls at this age and stage. If you my friend, you probably my best friend. You know, you one of my best friends at this point. You know, lasted this long, you know. And something came across her desk, and it was a great opportunity. And I'm like, man, I was so happy, and I'm so happy for her. Like, you know, like, and she's excited about it. And so I feel like, you know, her happiness is my happiness. And I'm just like, man, you know, to have people in your life that they cheer as hard for you as you cheer for yourself. Or sometimes they have to be the person that, you know, cheer you on or encourage you. You know, you never know when you know, something that you say may just be, you know, the thing that a person need to hear just to keep doing what they're doing. Because I don't care what it is that you're doing or how great, you know, at it that you are, it gets tiresome sometimes. It's a long road sometimes. It takes a lot of resources sometimes. It takes focus and intentionality that you don't always have. But a simple comment sometimes can give you what you need to do another video, to, you know, get another head done that day, to make another outfit, to, you know, write another book, whatever it is that you're doing, you know. I have, sadly, to be honest, I feel like I have become accustomed to not getting cheered for in a way that I feel I should. Now, some of that may just be me, because guess what? When you are a creative, you feel like your work or whatever it is that you do is top tier. even when it ain't top tier. You know what I'm saying? Even when it's people way better than you, you know? And that's okay, because if you don't have confidence in what you have going on, then who else will, right? You just can't, you know, have your head so big that you feel like it ain't no room for growth. Now that's where you go wrong at right there now. You know what I'm saying? It's all right to think that, you know, what you have going on, whatever your product is, it is great. But you also need to be able to see where there's room to build on, you know. But I say that because I feel like for a large part of my life, I've been the underdog. In people's eyes. Never in my eyes, though. You know, so that's what makes the difference a lot of times. When you understand that sometimes you ain't gonna cheer, you just ain't cheering because it's me. You ain't cheering because of what it is. You ain't cheering because it's me. And I accept that because I'm just not your cup of tea. Cool, I got it. You don't never have to cheer. You understand me? But everybody don't understand that about people. You know, and everybody don't carry a certain level of confidence, you know, so not being cheered for, not being applauded, not being acknowledged, sometimes that can really get under people's skin until they get, you know, their skin tough enough to just understand how people play, you know, and all the different factors that may be, you know, going on that cause people not to cheer when they should, you know. But one thing you could guarantee is that when your name start to get big, everybody gonna be cheering. Everybody gonna hop on the bandwagon then. The only people who won't is the people who they just downright can't stand you. They just downright, you know, they just show enough a hater, you know. But boy, people be want to be affiliated with people when their names start ringing. Especially when they feel like it's a little, you know, it's a bag or it's some, you know, big money attached to them. Oh, they knew you way back when. They been knew about you. They been supporting you. They been, you know, let them tell it, you know. So you really don't have to worry about it because the acknowledgement and the accolades will come. You keep doing what you're doing. Eventually, it's going to come. Because eventually, if you don't stop, you're either going to get really good at what it is that you're doing, or you're going to mess around and get really good at something else. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really are a creative, or you really passionate about something, or whatever it is that you just love, you know, you're going to get good at it at some point. And there won't be any denying you. Like, you see me, whether you ever give me a like of this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here. You know, whether you ever acknowledge any picture that I post, this, that, or the third, you see how many other people acknowledge it. Because a lot of people, some people just showing up in life as themselves. You know, they just doing the family thing. They just trying to, you know, build on their education. Or they just, you know, they may not be selling anything. They may not be content creators. They may not be any of that. They just living the best life that they can. And from the looks of it, some people are doing a very good job at it. So it's okay to salute them sometimes. Yes, blessings. Good luck to you. You know, I see you. I love that for you. You know, it should not take anything off of you to do that. If you find yourself being hard pressed to give a person a certain level of acknowledgement, you need to go sit in your prayer closet or something. Because it should never be that hard for you to acknowledge something that you see it's well or good, you know. Even to give encouragement, you know, it should never be that hard. You know, the goal should be for you to clap the loudest, you know, and genuinely mean it. Even if you had to force yourself to do it. If you like it, if you respect it, you know, you see it, even if you and that person, y'all may not be close or anything like that. But hey, y'all on each other's social media, or y'all run into each other at work or whatever it is. So it should be nothing for you to say, oh, I love that. I love the purse. I love the, you know, sometimes the hardest thing it is to give people compliments and to get them they just do. No, we have to learn and reprogram ourselves in these moments, especially to clap loud. Because guess what? When something is wrong, you loud. When something is wrong, you loud. And that's one thing, like even at restaurants and stuff, I have learned that if my service or my food or whatever is bad, I'm gonna have a problem with that. So guess what? When my service is good and my food is good, I can't wait to go and write them folk a review. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to make sure I give it back, keep that same energy when it's good. Because a lot of times we'll just be like, oh, okay, we had a good waitress. You know, you might tip a good, you think, okay, that's good, that's enough. And maybe it is for some people. But for me, like, I try to make myself do better. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, because guess what? If the service wasn't good, the tip wasn't going to be good, and I was going to complain to somebody, brother, even if it was just a review. So if the service is good, my tip going to be equally good, and I'm going to go and write you a review and make sure I remember your name when I put it in there, you know. So that's it, y'all. Just learn to clap loud for people, you know. Become intentional, more intentional. Of course, every time you ain't gonna be going all out your way doing this, doing that, you know. I understand that. I'm just saying overall it won't hurt us to be loud clappers for people, you know. And again, I do believe that the things that you put out come back to you. One day you're gonna want some loud claps, you know what I'm saying? But you don't just do that for others just because you're gonna want it. But the reality is that you're going to want it, you know. And again, the claps may not always come from the places and the people that you want it to come from, or the people who you think they should be coming from. And that could be a plethora of reasons why it's not coming from those people. But regardless to who they ain't coming from, the people that they are coming from, that's what matters. So make sure you clap loud.